BBC London News.
Well, we can speak now to the Minister for Community and Social Care, Alistair Burt, who's in our Westminster studio for us. Very good evening to you. Thank you for joining us tonight. A pretty worrying picture there for Londoners. Without funding, how are people like Alfred going to be looked after without carers like Sue that we heard there, who clearly don't do it for the money?
No, they don't. And Sue is one of 6.5 million carers who are providing help for people around the country, and we're all going to continue to depend on them. But it's because of their importance that last year the government passed the Care Act, which for the first time gives carers the rights to go to their local authorities and have their needs assessed. So I think the future will be about a growing number of people who will be looking for care, that's true. But as we saw tonight, innovative ways of looking after them, and also carers' great determination to do their job and to look after the people they do, paid or unpaid.
Being creative is one thing, trying to do that. But when you look at some of the statistics, Aid UK, for example, say the situation is desperate. There will be 50% fewer people getting care in their own home in London in the next 10 years.
Well, there will continue to be care offered at home, and as I say, the Care Act for the first time gives local authorities the duty, the responsibility to assess the needs of carers. Now, the government put some nearly £500 million, £470 million into local authorities in order to help them meet the needs of the Care Act and therefore carers. And of that, just over £100 million was devoted to looking at the needs of carers. So
sorry to interrupt you, Mr. Burt, but I think the issue is, what kind of care will that be? We heard concerns there that it's difficult enough to attract people into the care profession. They're not paid enough when they're in there. So people are looking for adequate care, not necessarily untrained people who might just be dropping in to check in on them.
No, I don't think there's any sense that people want untrained people to drop in them. Care of people has always been a mixture. We've also supported initiatives to improve the quality of those training to become carers, to make sure they are valued in the right way in which they need to be.
So where are we going to get these carers from?
The government's got no intention of letting the needs of those being cared for or of carers drop. It's a very important commitment for us.
So where are we going to get these carers from? Because why would people want to stay in a profession, especially in London, where you can earn more as a cleaner than you can being a carer?
I think wages are an issue in the care industry. There's no doubt about that. And there's a responsibility on those who are providing care and the agencies that are doing so in order to make sure that people feel valued and committed to caring. And we want to improve the conditions, and we want to improve the value that people place on carers and being cared for. But it will be a mixture. You spoke of the numbers rising. That's true. There'll be 1 million more people over the age of 70 by 2020. So there's going to be continuing innovation in looking after people. We're all going to have to look after our neighbours as well as we can. And there'll be a continuing need for local authorities to do what the government has asked them to do and given them money to do, and that is to make sure they do have the carers available for those who need support.
OK, Minister, we must leave it there. Many thanks for your time this evening.
Thank you.